Alright, I'm gonna look up fucking Simpsons skateboarding fucking cheat codes. Oh, there we go, cheats. Alright. IGN cheat codes. Great. Let's, Wait, what does this one do? Add money. Oh. Oh, here's an interesting one. Unlock Transvestite Nelson. Oh, I kinda gotta see that. Yo, they lied to me. Yeah, save the game first. They said that I could play as all the characters, but apparently I can't. I also want to see what fucking Transvestite Nelson looks like, so that I can laugh about the game not being very fucking politically correct in 2002. Okay, so it makes a noise, but the cheat codes don't seem to work. Ah, there we go. So we've got Nelson. Oh, you don't get to see what alternate Nelson looks like. We can at least see what the stages look like. Because fucked if I'm going to actually, you know, unlock this shit legitimately. Let's jump the Springfield Gorge. Clet Rocky, sure mate. So, I've entered a bunch of cheat codes now. I can't even remember all the ones I've entered. And I want to see what they look like. So, we played as Nelson. I'm actually worried about what this is going to look like. Oh. Oh, I accidentally entered the fucking fuzzy one. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna undo the fuzzy cheat. Because that's just fucking weird. Alright, let's play as fucking Nelson. Well, for some reason they called this Transvestite Nelson, which I think is actually IGN's name for him, not the game's, because it's called Alterna Nelson. So IGN's the fucking transphobic dickbags in this situation, I guess. Also, he's not fucking... He's wearing a ballerina dress. He's fucking lightly cross-dressing. Jesus Christ. It's not the same... Whatever. It's fucking stupid. IGN have just overcomplicated that. They could have just called him Ballerina Nelson, but they just said Tutu Nelson, but now they were like, oh, it's Transvestite Nelson. I mean, if he was wearing makeup and shit, I'd at least get it, but I don't know. Oh no, I can't get this fucking fuzzy wuzzy shit off. Cheat codes. Oh god. I'm sorry. Oh my god. He looks like the fucking frog from Flushed Away. I like how Chief Wiggum is the top tier skater in this game. Like, he's not actually shit, but I absolutely love that this is like the be all and end all character. Whatever. One thing about The Simpsons as a show, which I always noticed, is that the actual layout of Springfield is never consistent. Like, it changes from episode to episode, game to game. Just no two episodes have the same layout for some reason. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, there we go, it's not fucking glowing anymore, hooray. It's a police walkie-talkie. Where's the actual gorge? I want to fucking accidentally die. Ralph, come back here so I can kick your fucking ass. There's Mr. Burns carved into Mount Fuckmore or whatever it's called. Who's this freak? Is it old Gil? Wonder if I killed somebody. Yes. I killed old Gil or whoever it was. Oh no, I got killed by a fucking YFT asset. Is that Flanders? Oh, it's a poo. Oh, I killed a poo. A cop killing a minority. That never happens, right? To the gorge. Oh god. No! Oh, it's racist. They've got representation of Indian people. Oh, we need to censor all Indian people so we don't offend anybody. Oh. Yeah, I've been trying to make sense of fucking the Apu situation, whatever we're calling it now, and quite frankly I just think it's really dumb. Like, in my opinion, I just think it's stupid. I don't think it's ever been something that's like... I mean, I'm not exactly the most, you know... I mean, when it came to like Little Britain, I was like, you know what? I have to admit, a lot of this does feel mean-spirited and shitty at points. The transphobia and the homophobia, which is weird because one of the guys is gay, but I'd flat out say that it was trans and homophobic several points throughout its series. And, like, you know, I'm not going to shed any fucking tears that they censored it. I am kind of annoyed though that they decided there's like 3 or 4 sketches an episode which don't meet the standards or whatever we're calling it now, right? And all I can think is, why didn't you just fucking censor those sketches? Why did you censor the entire show just for those problematic sketches? I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's like you know, there's a thing called editing you can do, and you can cut things out which might offend people. I'm gonna get my Sheepdog and Wolf on. Oh, that's a fucking good game, Sheepdog and Wolf. Fuck. No. 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 Yeah, Sheepdog and Wolf is one that I've got to play at some point because I fucking love that game. As a kid and as an adult, I think it's fucking great. I'm gonna kill a sheep. Is that Flanders? Yeah, I think it was Flanders. Should I kill Flanders? Yeah, let's kill Flanders. Stupid sexy Flanders. Come on, Flanders. We're in Flanders Field. It's time for you to die. Time to die, bitch boy. Time to die. Kill Flanders. Yes. Wait, is that meant to be like Patty or Selma? Oh, I just killed her, whoever she was. I've just realised, I think that is actually who it's meant to be. Herd the sheep into the pen. How about fuck off? I'll do whatever I want. Bitch. Right, so this is a really boring map. I don't know why they ended it on this one, because it's quite frankly the worst map in the game, because it's boring. It's got no variety to it whatsoever, and you can't even do the fun thing that Springfield Gorge makes you think of, which is fucking jumping over the canyon. Unless you pull off some bullshit which you can never pull off in this game, because it's, well, you know, the Simpsons skateboarding. And quite frankly, I'd rather fucking put my dick in a Venus flytrap than... Yes. Punish the children. Okay then, what's the next one? You know what, I'm going to do Professor Fink because Like, literally nobody is ever going to be able to play as him in a video game again. So, Professor Frank, he makes you laugh, he makes you think. Oh, that monkey's gonna pay for this. Can't really do the nasally voice required. There's downtown Springfield, which I think is just the same shit as Springfield Elementary, isn't it? Well, I'll do Burns Mansion. That can't be boring. Oh, there's Maggie. Excellent. I remember when I was a kid, me and my friend, we used to play Tony Hawk's Underground's Mission Maker thing. It was like a goal making thing, and basically we used to come up with the before and after dialogue, and we used to cry laughing at some of the stupid shit we came up with. I can't even remember though what any of it was. Like, I don't remember what we said or did at that point. But it was fucking 2 decades ago, and it probably wasn't that funny. I mean, we're what, 11, 12, like, the shit we probably thought it wasn't funny, but whatever. Ugh. The dialogue's really bad as well. Like, nothing about this game is funny. Like, at all. There's no funny bits, which is just stupid. It's a game based on a comedy show, but there's no comedy. I'll give Little Britain, like, 1 point in its, like, contention, right? At the very least, that game told the jokes. Oh, there's the Venus flytrap who's I'd rather have sucked me off than whatever I said earlier. Play this game properly, I think it was. Oh, Professor Frank has fucking Homer neck syndrome. And I'm gonna assume they're gonna get rid of him next because he's a Jewish stereotype and he's fucking racist, yo. Actually, he could be for all I fucking know. They'll come up with some shit. And if you dare question it, you are the problem. Not that, you know, it's fucking stupid what's just been said. No. You are the problem. You encourage hatred through asking questions. Oh wow, this looks like a Half-Life map. Like a Half-Life 1 map. So that's a calculator, I think. What are these heads? Oh, there's the code monkey. It's clever. No, you don't even need to do that. You just... Yeah, there you go. At least it's good for that. Oh, so it goes through the power plant?
You made it this far.
It's Smithers. What, can I murder Smithers now? That'd be funny. I've murdered Flanders, so I might as well murder Smithers. I love that, I owned a deck of cards of The Simpsons, and fucking Smithers was the queen of... What was it? The queen of diamonds? Mr. Burns was the king. I just found that really funny as a kid, that the fucking gay guy was the queen of diamonds or whatever it was. I think I was the only one among my friends that got it as well, because they were all like, why is he the queen? I'm like, because he's gay. They're all like, oh. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. One thing that I do find to be a bit, I don't know, like, iffy about, like, games journalism now is that, like, in a lot of instances, they make up some crap that literally no one knows what anyone's talking about, but they have to go along with it, right? What was that article that I read? It was fucking stupid. And, like, basically they said some outlandish statement. This happens more with the left than the right, because the right don't really try this narrative. But it's really what's put me off the left in the past few years. Where basically what they do is they say that, oh, well, this thing is bad. And you'll probably find something that you'll be like, why is that bad? Like, I've had that around me for like 20 years and I've never had a problem with it. So then they'll be all like, and then what they do, the tactic that some of them fucking use, that really disgusts me, really, is that they're just like, oh god, he actually had to ask that. That was his, oh my god, are you serious, dude? You have to ask why this is bad? Yeah, I do. Fucking tell me, instead of fucking condescending like a jackass. Fucking give me a reason. Show me the harm that this thing does. Like, I might not even be disagreeing with you. I might just be academically fucking curious as to why you say this is bad. And these fucking idiots are like, oh my god, guys, he is seriously asking why this is bad. Oh, god. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, well, if the answer's that obvious, you can tell me, right? Oh god, what a moron. GIF eye roll, emojis, emoticons. Yeah, that's not an answer, that's just you being a fucking prick. Oh god, he wants an answer. He wants me to explain myself. It's just fucking, and actual journalists that get paid to write articles do this shit, and it does my nutting. Oh, that was it. It was about white chicks, and the article asked the fair question: why is white chicks okay if the other way around isn't? And no, I don't care about white chicks. Like, I'm not outraged by the fact that it exists. But, you know, I read that question and I asked, well, you know what, I would like to know the answer to that. There could be a legitimately brilliant answer and I just don't know it. And all I read was fucking condescension. Like, and the shit that they do put forward doesn't even make sense. Like, whenever I hear someone try and answer that question or any question like it, it doesn't ever make sense. Like, I'm sure there is an answer that makes sense and I'd like to hear it. But the ones that they give just don't make sense. They're like, oh, well, it's clear that these people think that, like, people who aren't their ethnicity are lazy. And I'm like, what does that have to do with pretending you're a different race by smearing stuff all over your own face? Like, maybe they do think that, but that's nothing to do with it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And, like, I don't think there's understanding in their own camp with these people. I think they just follow, like, a narrative because they think it sounds good, or they think that they're going to get the most backing. And the second that they actually have to defend the narrative, it's not their narrative. So the idea of actually having to justify a narrative that they've adopted terrifies them. To the point where they can't do it, because, well, how can they? When they have no idea what they're talking about. And they will turn on everybody the second you basically question what they ask. They will try to make you the problem. They will ditch friend and foe alike and just feed them to the proverbial wolves. Just desperately trying to get away from that shit. And the funny thing is, sometimes it's even stuff that I could agree on, but I'd just like to know what their rationality is. And they cannot do it for the life of them. And when they are forced in a position where they actually have to explain why they think that way, these people just fucking go apeshit. And you see, at least I can respect people who say, I don't have to justify myself. I mean, I don't really respect that stance either, but I can at least say, you know what, at least you're honest and you've got no justification, so you just tell me that, you know, you can't justify it. Okay, cool. That's lame, but it's not the worst thing. The worst thing is being basically just blown off in the lamest way possible. Like, it's pathetic. I don't understand why people do this. I don't understand why people continue to do this. Even people like me think you're a jackass. People who would actually be inclined to agree with you think you're a jackass. And think that your fucking opinion's stupid because you cannot back it up with any form of justification. I hope something really good is at the end of this maze. It's a fucking calculator, of course it is. I thought it might have been, but I was like, maybe there's like Matt Groening's dick or something at the end of it, but no. But yeah, this whole thing is just like, I don't understand politics anymore. When I was a kid I used to love politics, but politics has just turned into pot politics, and pot politics has just turned into fucking shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense anymore to me. And if you ask a question, you get completely fucked. So you're just better off ignoring it and just having a bit of a cry. I personally just find this whole thing to be stupid. This whole obsession with finding people that we don't like, it just baffles me. And I say that as somebody who likes to laugh at fucking weirdos on the internet, but at least those people are fucking openly weirdos on the internet and usually do horrible things out in the open without any remorse for their actions. Like, unless you do stupid stuff on the internet and lie and whatever else, I don't think the internet's that bad of a place, really. I mean, I've met some fucking awful people on the internet, don't get me wrong, but the vast majority of internet people, and if you expose these people for being shit, they honestly, a lot of good people will back you, and a lot of people who you would otherwise be terrified of will back you. But honestly, it tends to be people with like agendas who are the absolute fucking worst on the internet. Like, the chaotic trolls are the ones that, when I was younger, I used to be afraid of. But no, I've seen people, like, all the times that people have tried to harass me or whatever, it's always been because of a disagreement. A friend of mine who I knew for years fucking turned on me once for saying something they didn't like. Not anything bad, just something they didn't like. And, you know, that warranted them to try and get an harassment campaign built up on me. And it was just disgusting. Like, I didn't appreciate them doing that, and I got very angry at them because I felt their behaviour was just atrocious, especially given that I'd known them for about a decade. They made no effort to reach out and talk about it. They were just like, oh no, that's it, we're just fucking you over now. And I was like, oh, thanks mate, you're a dick. I mean, I think I've always been kind of open with this stuff, and I've never ever in all my life felt a need to, you know, I've never felt like I am the kind of guy that people should ever be fucking afraid of, because I've never been like, at least not, you know, on the spot, because I'm not I mean, Andy should be fucking afraid, for example, but if I'm being honest, like, no, I don't really go looking for fucking real conflict. I don't fucking want to hurt anybody or anything who doesn't, you know, who isn't a fucking dog rapist or something. And, like, I don't get it. I have actually just run out of fucking things to talk about, by the way, which is why I'm just talking a fuckload of shit, because I don't know what to talk about anymore. I mean, I talked a bit about The Simpsons. Actually, no, I brought up a point earlier, and I don't think I ever finished it. Oh my god, my own head's there, that's scary. There's a character from Croc. But yeah, yeah, there was a point I brought up about The Simpsons, actually, which I never finished because I got distracted. It was a weird flex when they were all like, oh yeah, we got every episode of The Simpsons ever made. Come watch Disney Plus. And I've noticed The Simpsons is really relevant all of a sudden. Like, everyone's talking about it like it's relevant, but nobody's actually fucking watching it. And, like, there are all these stupid fucking episodes, stupid fucking news articles about episodes. They talk about the new episodes like anyone cares. Like, it's, you know, I appreciate the effort, Disney. I really do appreciate the effort to try and make people care about The Simpsons again, but I don't think people are going to genuinely give a shit about The Simpsons again. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think The Simpsons is such a zombie show that if anybody actually does say, oh, you know what, we ain't watched The Simpsons in 20 years, we should give the new episodes a bit of a chance. I think they're gonna find themselves wishing they hadn't, because like the vast majority of the episodes are just fucking awful nowadays. Like, the newer ones are just either awful or just so bland that you don't even remember them 10 minutes after they ended. In fact, the only reason anyone brings up the newer Simpsons episodes is that, well, they're a bit shit. Like, sometimes people bring up just how shit they actually are, but most of the new episodes are just old episodes with a worse, like, somehow the older episodes are more relevant to today than the ones made last week. Mainly because they basically keep trying to appeal to young people who aren't watching. And they also just keep making crap, like, points. That's Mr. Burns. Like, there's that episode where Bart becomes a feminist, and it's, like, really outdated. Like, it only came out, like, a couple of years ago. That was fucking awful. What was Flanders doing? Was he, like, possessed or something? Poor Flanders. Devout Christian his whole life, and he gets possessed by fucking Satan. Damn it, Hatman, that's just mean. But, what was I on about? Some shit. Fucking Kimber Kush. Fucking forgetting what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, the episodes where they try and tackle modern topics, like, they do such a bad job of it, because I think the writing's just gone to shit, because, like, a lot of the people have given up on it, and the new writers probably just don't care because it's not their fucking thing. You know, whenever I get called in to help write a new project, or help, you know, assist with a project that's not mine, it's like raising a kid that's not yours. It's like, why would I put my best work into this when it's not even fucking mine? I didn't come up with this crap. I'd kick my own ass if I came up with this crap. It's like, Star Wars or Fairly Odd Parents. Both of those, like, the bad outweighs the good. And, like, they've been in seasonal rot longer than they were actually good. Like, people have hated those things longer than they've liked them, which is sad, but true. Da 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 da. Did that clip through the fucking back out? God's sake. Code monkeys is shit. Okay, this is boring. Alright, I'll do one more level with one more character and now I'm gonna fucking die of boredom and just leave the fucking video running forever. Probably gonna have to trim a lot of this because it's so boring, like nobody's gonna fucking wanna watch most of this, so. Well, play as the best skateboarder in the family. Marge. The Mall, Itchy, March versus Itchy and Scratchy, let's go. But yeah, I think that Disney are actually really trying to push The Simpsons very subtly into the media. Like, they want people to, like, obsess over it and have geek articles about it and shit. And I think they overestimate the power of that shit. Because, yeah, okay, the internet's stupid, people are stupid, and you can get them into things again. But the problem is with The Simpsons, it's so bad at the moment, right? You get someone into watching it again, and they'll remember that it hasn't been good in 20 years. You get them to watch the classic episodes, they'll probably do it for like a weekend, maybe a week at most. But the Simpsons fever is dead. Like, it's not coming back. Nobody's ever going to fucking care about The Simpsons again. Not on the level that people did when I was a little kid. In the late 90s, well, just in the 90s in general, and the 2000s, The Simpsons was top shit. But after like 2005, that all died out almost like completely overnight. By the time the movie came out, people said that was like the last point where anyone cared about The Simpsons. It's pretty accurate. Like, nobody talks about the fucking Simpsons anymore. And I personally don't really want to watch new Simpsons. I'd rather watch, you know, one of the other shows that I've been neglecting for all these years and never got around to watching. There are entire seasons of shows that I just haven't got around to watching yet. Enchanted is what, I think it's called, Disenchanted. Matt Groening's other series, that's better than modern Simpsons. It's not brilliant, but it's pretty decent. Whereas, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to come back to the fucking Simpsons out of temporary nostalgia. Sorry, out of anything but temporary nostalgia. Or perhaps someone like me who's a fucking masochist. But no masochist like me, right, is going to get fucking Disney Plus just for the fucking Simpsons. Because, quite frankly, there's no appeal for me for Disney Plus, but even if there was, Simpsons wouldn't be it. I'm not really interested in the Mandalorian or the Marvel shows because they're all about characters and fucking movies even that I don't care about. Mandalorian's a Star Wars thing, and I don't really like Star Wars even when it's good. I watched Rogue One, which people told me was the best Star Wars, and I got bored and didn't even finish the movie. So, you know, fat lot of fucking good Mandalorian's gonna be for me, because I doubt I'll even finish the first episode. I just don't like Star Wars. I see the appeal in Star Wars, admittedly, but it's just not for me. I felt like I actually got the formula of Rogue One down to a fucking T, where there were scenes where some guy was just watching out the window, looking at his stupid little green screen background, and then the other guy would come up behind him and like, "Our events are moving into space, my lord." And just every episode was that, and then the scene ended, and then it moved on to the next fucking scene, and it was just, "The next events are happening, my lord." And then it was just that shit over and over again. That was just the whole movie. And all the characters just, like, do something. It was itchy and scratchy. Well, it's just scratchy, I think. Yeah, it's just scratchy. And then basically, yeah, the good guys did something, and then it stopped to show the baddies basically just looking out their window. Another baddie walks up behind them, tells them something that's really cryptic, and then they're like, "Yes, my lord, we already know." And then they were just like, and then, you know, that was it. And that was the whole film for me. It was just that over and over again. I got bored. Like, I didn't care about any of it. I mean, bits made me laugh. There was that bit where the guy's blind and they put the fucking hood over him and he's like, "Oh, come on." Like, that made me laugh. But, like, none of it was like, you know, I wasn't gripped or anything. I got to the end of it and was like, that's the one that people told me to watch if I didn't like Star Wars and wanted a legit good film. Okay. Like, I don't know, Star Wars always felt to me like it was a fairy tale with basically a sci-fi backdrop, but it's no different to that other thing that was basically just Star Wars, but a fairy tale. I can't remember what it's called now. Was it called Star Warriors or something? I know they called it Galaxy Warriors, but I'm pretty sure that was a bootleg toy line or something. Maybe I should just fucking just skate into a train and die. Wasn't the Itchy and Scratchy Land episode just a fucking parody of Westworld? Like, I'm fairly certain it was. I do love me a parody of Westworld. Because kids are totally gonna know what that is nowadays. I mean, Westworld was before my fucking time. Oh yeah, there was a series on it, wasn't there? Like a TV series that was quite, apparently quite good. Apparently it's like, you get up to a certain season and it ends, and then they make more, and everyone was like, "Why did you make more? Why didn't you just quit whilst you were ahead? Why?" But yeah, I don't know. I don't hate Star Wars, but at the same time, I don't particularly like it. I had a Star Wars phase when I was like 10. But, like,
I think most kids have a Star Wars phase, you know, where they like Star Wars and then like obsessed with it for a little bit. And some people have it forever, and some people just get over it and never watch another fucking Star Wars thing as long as they live. And that was basically just me. I remember liking the... Well, I didn't like the prequels more, but I remember watching them more because they were newer. So, like, when it actually... Like, when I watched the prequels as a kid, I was only on episode 2 by the time, like, you know, I actually started watching Star Wars. And, episode 3 came out, like, around the time I started watching it. And I was supposed to watch it at some point, but I never got around to it. So, in the end, I got it, like, 2 years later on DVD. And thought, oh, this is an alright movie. It's okay, I don't mind this one. But yeah, by that point, the magic had gone. I didn't really care, and yeah. I remember really liking episode 2 when I was about 10, which, to be fair, I don't know. Depends on who you ask. Some people say episode 1's the worst, some people say episode 3's the worst, some people say episode 2's the worst, and it's the same with which one's the best. In my opinion, episode 3 is my favourite because it has my legitimately favourite scenes, like the scenes that are the most engaging to me, like the opera house scene and shit. I didn't really like Phantom Menace because it was just about a bunch of shit, none of which matters in the later movies. It's supposed to be the first episode where it sets everything up, but it doesn't. Like, you could literally start at episode 2. I explained this to a kid, actually. He was like, should I read is there an episode 1 book? And I was like, he was reading the novelization of episode 2. I was like, mate, don't worry about it. The first episode is completely pointless. And he was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's a fucking bike race, and that's it. That's all that happens in episode 1. Lure Itchy and Scratchy into Chop Drop and see what happens. Alright, you're the boss. Oh. Where are Itchy and Scratchy? Oh, there's Scratchy. I think Code Monkey's got this kind of wrong. I'm pretty sure that Itchy and Scratchy didn't quite work this way. Oh, is that Itchy? Nah, fucking Scratchy. Jesus fucking Christ. What, this game? Why is Itchy fucking... Why is Itchy such a pain in the ass to get in the fucking thing? God, this is such a fucking pain. Just get in the fucking trap.
You disgusting little rodent. Oh, fucking shit. I'm just gonna fucking jump into the axes myself. Fuck this. Where's the switch to make it happen? Yeah, I'm not trying to kill Itchy and Scratchy, I'm trying to kill my fucking self. Come on, Death. Embrace me. Embrace me, Death. You see, every other NPC in the game runs a fair bit before stopping, except for this one. This one runs an inch and then fucking stops, so it just slides back down again. Well, that was the Simpsons skateboarding. I was going to try and end it with fucking Itchy and Scratchy characters getting murdered, but I'm sorry, but I could actually feel my stomach eating itself from frustration. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, wow, check that Indiana Jones shit. This game is dog shit out of 10. I hate it. I still want the money back from when I bought this shit, which I got, but then I bought it again. So, you know, it shows how clever I am. And I hate this game. I hate the Code Monkeys. I'm glad the Code Monkeys as a studio is dead. And I'm also glad that this game is so obscure that nobody's ever going to fucking remaster it or do anything with it. And it's dead forever, and everyone hated it, and it needs to fucking... Oh, the disco's closed. And the game is just so dog shit that I wouldn't wish it on anyone who isn't fucking on my shit list. So yeah, game's shit. Hate it. Hate everything about it. It looks horrible. Plays horrible. Is horrible. Can't even achieve anything in it because of how horrible it is. And I'm hopefully never going to play this shit again as long as I live. So that was the Simpsons skateboarding. I'm going to end it by fucking running into a train and dying. You know, if I can actually manage that. Because, you know, even killing yourself in this game is fucking impossible.
Welche Markierung ich habe abbrüchen.